Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Facebook is weird. Kicked me off. I think I had some data issues. So I will wait to see if folks funnel back in. All right, what's up, everybody? Apologies for the back and forth. Facebook is a little tricky, and there's a lot of people out here streaming, and sometimes things just go down. So we're back, and I am outside. Yeah, thanks. Glad to be back. I'm once again outside of the Hugo House, and there is an ask for somebody to ask some of the local businesses what their thoughts are. So I'm at the Hugo House, and I'm going to do just that. So we'll wait for some more folks to hop in. Give it like 2 minutes or so, and then we'll go in and ask. I spoke with the manager, and she said she's perfectly comfortable with speaking on the live stream. So that's a dope opportunity for us. We're gonna hear what she has to say. All right. So we are just out. We're just at the sort of exterior here of the autonomous zone where the bicyclists have maintained the barrier with the bicycle fencing to make sure that nobody gets hurt. And we're gonna make our way in. So here we go. Hi. I was hoping we could talk to the manager. Hey, manager. So the speaker's on this side, so I'm gonna turn it around. So hoping you can tell us your name, where we are.
I'm Kareen. I work in Omaha on the corner of 11th and Olive. What you want to know? Immediate reactions. Has the business been impacted? Like, business has been like up and down. It was kind of slower because most of our business was coming from delivery. And I think people knowing that there's stuff on the street kind of didn't order for a while because they knew that their food might be late. So, but now it seems like it's starting to pick up again. So thankfully, it's starting to get a little bit busier again. So, but the community is very, very like open and warm, and they keep coming in now like more and saying, making sure that we're good. So makes it like very welcoming and warm, and I love it. Yeah.
From the business standpoint and then from a personal standpoint, are those aligned, or has this business released any sort of statement? Do you guys support the happening?
We definitely support. We support it wholeheartedly. Like, I'm really like fortunate to be working here for a place that actually does care about it. Like, I was able to paint that outside. Like, I was able to paint like it's awesome. So being able to be a part of it, even though I'm working, is awesome.
And what was your name one more time?
Kareen. Yes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All right. So we just spoke with the manager of Omaha, which is inside the autonomous zone here in Capitol Hill, and she said that she is the one that painted this mural here. So shout out to Omaha on Capitol Hill. They have delivery service available, so if you are in the area, that is its name. They are one of the small businesses out here supporting folks on the ground. So that's good. I've talked to one small business so far, and they're obviously hella supportive. If there's anything else you guys want to see, please let me know. Ooh, Brett, I'm sorry. Try to keep the broadcast steady. Robert, I don't think there's any talk of expanding those borders, but one thing I have heard is people say the East Precinct is one goal, but the goal is to dismantle systems of oppression entirely. And a lot of folks here view policing as an institution, as a system of oppression. And so while this is one small victory for the time being, I would imagine the goal is to expand the quote-unquote borders across the country, in every town, in every city, in every state in the nation. So we're gonna make our way back up the hill to see if any of the folks I know are speaking. Thank you all for tuning back in. I'm sorry the live stream dropped. We got folks out here screen printing. Black Lives Matter. Again, just tons of folks out here doing their thing. Pardon me, sorry. We got little kiddos, family members. I don't want to film children, that was actually not a good look. Because they're young folks, and they don't have the capacity to give their consent. So, of course. Hi, oh my gosh, hi. You're gonna speak on my camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hi there, I'm Joey. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Gage. Didn't even recognize you. What's up, y'all? So this is my homegirl, Tatiana.
Hi.
She's out here. Tell us who you are, where you're from, how you identify, and what brought you out here.
Cool. Hey, y'all. My name's Tatiana. I live in Washington, D.C., but I'm from here, and I'm back home. Some family stuff happening, but, you know, like, protests are also going on, and I want to be here and with my people. I use she, her pronouns. I'm Native. I'm Black. I'm here. I want my community to be safe, so I'm glad to run into people like Joey who are doing the most right now, like in the best way. And hey,
you know, doing the most is considered like doing too much, right? Careful now.
You are doing too much, a little bit. Stay safe.
Well, that's honest feedback. I appreciate you. This is my homeboy Gage. What's up, buddy? Lots of people. Oh, yeah. What are you doing out here?
Oh, just supporting the cause. Been out here probably 4 or 5 days now, here and there. Get out while I can. It's great. It's a beautiful thing.
And as a white man, how are you giving back to the movement? Put him on the spot.
You know, I've been listening a lot right now, and I'm trying to figure that out. That's why I'm here.
That's all we can ask for is an open mind.
Yeah.
No listening here. So I'm okay with that answer. Word. Well, I'm gonna keep it pushing. I love seeing you. That blue is a great color on you.
Thank you. It's my dad's.
Okay, we're shifting around. Let's get a drink later or something.
Yeah.
You're in town for a little while? Okay, cool. Because it's my last night before I go to work tomorrow, so I don't know if you're busy later.
Today's my Friday.
Okay, today is my Thursday.
Like it's actually Thursday. And
Yeah.
Friday.
So, then I'll text you. Yeah. Bye, you guys. Oh, here we go. This is new. We've got our clergy out here. I wonder if they're okay with being interviewed. Let me ask. So our faith-based community. One moment. So one thing I haven't seen a lot of out here is leaders from our church, our churches. They might be out here. I personally haven't seen it, but this is really cool. Let me ask them if they're comfortable with sharing some words. Hey, girl.
Thank you for all the work that you've been doing.
Now, I saw you in your medic outfit and you didn't talk to me on live stream, but you're not in it today, so maybe you might offer some words?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
All right. What's your name? Where are you from? Why are you out here?
You can call me Luminous Pariah. I'm out here because I think that the systematic oppression of people has been crazy. I came down to peacefully protest almost 2 weeks ago now at this point on Saturday at Westlake, and the way that we were treated within 25-30 minutes by the Seattle Police Department was absolutely ridiculous. So I came out every day after that I could to try and help wash eyes if people, hey Katie, help wash eyes for people who need that because they're being gassed, shot with rubber bullets, and maced by the very people that are supposed to be protecting and serving them. And now I'm here to decompress and relax with the good people of the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, to soak in the feeling of like, okay, now what can we do next? How can we grow from here? What's the next step in furthering the movement?
Right. Well, thank you for being out here. Thank you for being a medic and helping folks. I know I personally have needed y'all, and I know a lot of other folks on the ground here have as well. So.
I appreciate it. And everybody who's watching the stream, if you haven't gone back and watched the videos of how Joey's been up in the front lines, like, do that, because I really, really appreciate you using a lighter complexion to get up there and be there to protect us. So thank you.
Anything I can.
Appreciate it.
People's elbow. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, members of our clergy, they are still having the conversation, so I might just let them keep on keeping on. It sounds like we're going to have some speakers at 8 from what I'm reading in the comments. So the moment I hear somebody on that PA system, I will run up and make that happen. Sorry if there's a glitchy feed, y'all. I don't know what else I can do. It'd be like that sometimes. All right, I see a pastor who is not talking to anybody except for she's on the phone. So let's, I'll ask her. All right, there's an ambulance, or a fire truck, excuse me. Make sure that we're being responsible, letting folks through if needed. Jack, I haven't personally seen anything that's unsafe, but we all have a different definition of safety. Some people feel the police are threatening and unsafe, and I have seen some light police presence on the outer lying areas. Some people might call that unsafe, but mostly what I'm saying is just a lot of community support showing up for each other, and it's felt very positive and uplifting. Hi there.
How's it going?
Good. I was just thinking, I haven't seen a lot of members of our faith community out here, and so I was wondering if I could have you speak to some folks on the live stream if you're comfortable with it, and just let them know why you're out here. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I can do that.
Right. Just whatever you want to say.
Hey, I'm Anita. I'm one of the pastors at Seattle First Baptist, and there's just a whole bunch of clergy from interfaith traditions, from all sorts of spiritual communities in Seattle. I think that there's probably about like 10, 15 clergy who are working together and trying to staff a table every night so that we can be present and be some non-anxious presence, be here to listen to whatever folks have to say, and just kind of witness what's going on. And I'm an American Baptist, and so like we do prayer, and so like, you know, saying a blessing over the work, because this is really holy, sacred work that people are doing here, and people are putting their lives on the line for each other out here, and we just want to support that. So we've got folks from all sorts of traditions, and we'll usually be like somewhere 11th, 12th pine.
Sure. Can I show them your shirt?
Yeah, for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, it can be challenging, especially on that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's what's up. Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Joey, by the way.
Joey, so nice to meet you.
What was your name?
Anita.
Anita. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, sorry. All right. We're gonna make our way back up the hill. Jennifer Driscoll, if you're curious about what the autonomous zone is, I would recommend doing a Google search, right? The information is getting out there. It's sort of a newer idea, and I can understand why that's unfamiliar to folks. But the New York Times ran an article on it, I think yesterday. Forbes, I think Forbes magazine just ran something on it.
What?
So, the information is out there, but don't just follow mainstream media. Make sure you're typing in search terms on Facebook, since you're obviously already on it. Get as many different perspectives from Black leaders as you can. I think that's really the most important right now. Whether they be radical Black leaders or conservative, you should be listening to the Black community. This again is their moment to steer the ship. So what I'm trying to do out here is sort of reflect what I'm seeing on the ground and hopefully pass the mic to anybody who wants to speak, while obviously prioritizing POC voices, because again, white people are not being killed by police at the same rate. White people are not getting stomped on their necks by systematic oppression. So there's a white person on a megaphone, so I'm gonna maybe not highlight that. I'll come over here. Appreciate her voice, but I don't know if now is the time to take up space like that. And anybody who's immunocompromised or is concerned about their health and wellness, don't come out. Watch the live streams. We'll be out here doing our thing. There are so many different ways you can show up. You know what I'm saying? And a diversity of tactics is really going to be what it takes. Arguably, you can do way more work sitting at home, watching the live streams, and emailing elected officials, putting pressure on community, sharing articles, sharing resources, organizing with folks here on the ground. There's a lot of stuff you can do beyond just being physically present. You write an op-ed and help us understand what the implications of this space are and how we can grow this and how we can replicate it, right? And do this in other spaces. I see my friend Roxanne again. Roxanne was with me, I think, last night, and unfortunately, part of our conversation got quieted because of distance and microphones and audio and that kind of thing. So I'll see if I can try to bring her back on camera a little later. She's having a conversation. But we definitely want to hear from some of these folks that are out here tonight. Some of them just came from a meeting with the Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkin, and so I believe they will have some report backs for the broader community here. So TBD. Let me ask Homegirl, because I know she was in the meeting. Let's see if she's willing to talk. One sec. One sec, y'all.
Well, my bumper card out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can do these jokes. Ooh, but she be trying to pull the ankle back. She trying to pull the ankle back. Listen, and I be like in high heels and look at my nails and stuff like this. And she be trying to pull the ankle black woman out of me. And pull it out and stuff. I love her. Yeah, she almost like that.
I don't want to interrupt her.
On me?
Hey, what's up? I was over at Langston earlier, friends with some of these folks, and I was curious if you would tell my lovely group of white folks watching at home.
Sure.
I don't know, whatever your experience is, whatever you want to say about the space,
Okay.
or the meeting, or whatever.
About this meeting, about that meeting, what meeting?
Whatever you want to say, it doesn't matter.
You saw me where?
At Langston.
Oh, you saw me at Langston?
Yeah,
Okay. Cool. Oh, hello, everybody. And I'm looking cute, too. Hello, everybody.
Check
What's
those
your name?
nails, check those nails. I'm Joey Weiser. I've been live streaming for the last couple weeks.
Okay, hi, Joey
Trying to get
Weiser.
the message out
Well,
there.
hi, you guys. Joey Weiser brought me on. I'm Miss Jessie. I don't know if I'm looking at you guys, but hopefully
Right here.
I'm going to look at you over there. So, with the Harriet Tubman Foundation for Safe Passage, Executive Director. My daughter, Nadia, is here. She's somewhere here probably in the back. Meeting with the mayor today. Just ad hoc, I showed up because I saw it on somebody's live stream, and I thought it was necessary for me to be there because my daughter is out here assisting in the organizing of the people. And with that, there's some stuff going on here. I need to make sure that she's safe. I'm very proud of what you guys are doing, Seattle. I am here to help organize with you guys and give my skills that I know from my years of organizing in these streets. There is a survey on the website. It's the Harriet Tubman Foundation for Safe Passage. Sorry, it's so long. .org. And there's a website. So if you're on here, you 238 people, if you could take the time right now and fill that survey out. We're also on Facebook so that we can get your voice, your contact information, and really work on the long range. This is a spot right here, but if we want real systematic change, we need the participation in the process. And that's whether you have your voting rights, you don't have your voting rights, there are ways that you can get your word across, and we'd like you to be a part. And, we need your money, we need your allyism. One of the things about the foundation, Harriet couldn't do the work that she did as far as helping people if she didn't have allies. And we need you to be our allies as we work this too. We've got our own problems as the black race that we have to deal with, but you just understand and help us work with that, but keep us alive while we work through that. And that's what we need. We need to keep us alive because we love you guys, no matter what the hell. We love you, and we appreciate that you guys are loving us and showing us that love. Right now, we need you to help us, like I said, make this happen. And we know, like I said, this wouldn't have happened. I won't, because my black folks are getting me on me, I have to say that. But we really appreciate all the help that you guys have done in making this happen. So Friday, no, it's not Friday, but Saturday from 2 to 5, we will have black women out here speaking, talking about their experience as being a black woman in America and the opportunities that we have been working on that could possibly happen, that will happen as long as we work together. So he gave me 2 minutes, I took 5. That's the politician in me. Anyways, but they don't pay enough.
Take as much time as you want. This is people's night. So.
Well, good. Well, no, if they had questions, I'd love to answer their questions because I lost my little chocolate chip cookie. They got free chocolate chip cookies out here. Free food. Great. Whatever is going on as far as the media outside, like the paid off media, what Mr. Trump calls the fake media or whatever, this is a great crowd. I want to say that it's a great crowd. This is people helping people, and if you're a person like that, if you can't come down here, if you can help, support financially or even spread the message online, that's great. But this is a peaceful protest out here. There's nobody checking IDs. There's nobody making you pay a fee. If anything, you're coming down here, you're getting fed for free. We've got pizza over here. We've got free water, bathrooms, great company. I hope that people come down here. And yes, there's a lot of white people here, but the fact is there's not a lot of black people in Washington, but we are here. And we're really happy that we're being embraced and that, I'm a 70s baby. We came up in a time where it's like we are the world. So, what's been happening probably like the last 10 years is not what I'm not saying it's been going on longer than that. But for our people who came up and were born in the 70s, we were almost there and then we fell. And it wasn't our fault, systematically it happened, but the fact is we can't let it happen again. So make sure you go to Harriet Tubman Foundation for safepassage.org and fill out the survey, put it on your page, share it, like, follow, stay in touch. If you can help, thank you. If you can at least give good mind prayers and support, we appreciate that too. And just remember, it's one love. What happens to us will eventually happen to you, so take care of us. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers. All right, y'all. Her website is pinned in the comments. That is the executive director of the Harriet Tubman Foundation for Safe Passage. Bit of a mouthful. Sounds like they're working through that. But nevertheless, the ask from the black leader here in this community, in this space right now, is to go to that website and fill out a survey of some kind. I have not seen that survey, but it is on that website, and I can tell you that is somebody that was just sitting 5 feet from Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkin, delivering the list of demands from community. So she is a force to be reckoned with. If you couldn't already tell from that interview, please listen to the black leaders. Please do as they say. If you want to show up for Black Lives, but you do not go to that website and you do not fill out that survey, you probably didn't show up today, which is all right. But I know you've got multiple tabs open. I know at my computer at home I've got about 10 to 20 on any given night. So open up another tab, copy and paste that browser or that link into your browser, and just take the minute and a half, 2 minutes, whatever it is, because that is the call to action right now. So thank you. I hope you guys are listening, because I only see 10 people that have heart reacted or liked that pinned comment. I want to see all 253 people in this chat like that pinned comment, so I know that they're listening, and I know that they're opening up that tab, and I know that they're typing it into their browser, and I know that they're filling out that survey. Please and thank you. Respect the demands of Black leadership. This is their moment. I'm only seeing 20. I got 264 people in this live. I'm only seeing 20. 25, that's better. That signals to me confirmation that you are willing to respect the demands of Black leadership out here in these streets of very, very white Seattle, Washington. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I know it's kind of a fun spectacle of sorts, right? We're out here having a block party. There's music, there's free food. This is new and exciting for a lot of people, myself included, but we really need to center ourselves and remember why we are out here. This is an intentional occupation. We are still under the threat of white supremacy. Our Black and brown neighbors are. We are still under the threat of an impending police state. We have the President of the United States literally calling on Mayor Jenny Durkan, Governor Inslee, and the U.S. military to infiltrate the space with armed soldiers, all caps, law and order with exclamation points, right? So this isn't a joke. This isn't just, a block party. This is like very real, tangible threat to this community. And right now, all I'm seeing is peace and love and some intentional, deliberate policy change requests, demands, etc. And the Black community can't do this alone. We need your allyship. We need your support. So if that is the ask, and that is the ask, and please go visit that page and do that. Thank you. Again, if people have individual beef with one person of color, that's fine. You don't have to see them as a leader in the movement, but any one person should not discredit your stance on whether or not Black lives matter. So please check that. There's a lot of internal and external gossip about different people who are out here doing different things. And I can understand why people might be concerned. I think safety is ultimately the most important, but if you're not out here and if you're not actively working to try to keep people safe, then you're just spreading gossip, and to me that is just derailment. And so I would encourage you, if you're able and you want to spread some gossip, why don't you try coming out here or sharing articles, sharing resources, and do whatever you can to contribute. I think the rest is just hearsay and ultimately detraction from the good work that's going on down here on the ground. I've never been in this alleyway before. There's a lot of cool street art happening. All right, nothing to see here, folks. Oh my gosh. Except for maybe that. Someone take a screenshot of that. That's pretty funny. Thanks, y'all. All right, we'll make our way back out of here. George Floyd should not discredit the entire police department. Well, if one protester could, delegitimize an entire protest, then I think it's only fair that one bad cop could call into question at least that blue wall of silence, as they say, right? Which is the failure for other police officers to speak out against their blue brothers, even in the face of deliberate, intentional police brutality. So one of the things I've seen here at the protest is a willingness. If there's one protester who's instigating violence or throwing a bottle, they get kicked out. They get kicked out. They get booed. They get like ostracized from the community. I do not see that same sense of urgency and intentionality on behalf of police officers. Maybe, occasionally there's a viral video of a cop saying, hey, I got to call this out for what it is. But that is one out of hundreds of thousands, right? Just about every single protest I've been to, if someone throws things, the entire protest will turn around and start booing them out. So please apply that same energy if you are a police officer. Boo out the bad cops. I mean, come on. I'm not seeing anybody speaking. I want to keep the live going until some folks talk. Maybe I can go ask them what their timeline is if they plan on speaking, just so I have a sense. Because
it's like, what if the Nazis and the Japanese had won the war? Oh, it's yeah. Like, I feel like we're in a different era.
oh, sorry for folks if it's lagging.
Yeah.
Alright, check this out. This is an important statistic. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this for me, please. Can someone take a screenshot of that? Here. There we go. That's okay. I need a screenshot of those statistics, please. Thank you.
It's really something. It's really interesting to see how certain people on Twitter
All right. I'm gonna ask some folks if and when they might be speaking here. Shout out to Martial Law Band. Homie out here was holding it down the other night. Great work last night. That song was amazing.
Which one?
The Black Lives Matter. Yeah. I was vibing. I took a little clip of that and I put it out on social. But yeah, that was dope. I'm Joey. Yeah, I've been live streaming out here. Wiser.
Bro, I'm Marshall Massey here.
Marshall? I remember you. No, that's so weird. But you did amazing. You did amazing.
I was like, dude, I was like Joey Weiser.
But you said you've only been here for 3 years. You said that last night.
As a band. We were a band for 3 years.
Oh, word. Okay. That's hella wild. Will you speak to the live by chance? I mean, are you comfortable?
Yeah. Who you got on here?
This is a bunch of white folks.
Absolutely. I'm talking right to them.
So.
Yo, hey, what's going on, everybody? I went to high school, middle school with Joey. You know what I mean? So we kind of just had a crazy moment. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and supporting what we have going on here. It really is special. I don't know if he's watching around the perimeter, but we have a co-op where people can get food. We have a community garden going. We have individual think tanks. We have conversation tents. We have programming. We have movie nights. We have medical help here. It really is what society could be moving forward. So I think we're witnessing history, and it's tight to have my friend here, dude.
Yeah,
like, what the hell?
Now, tell me really quickly, what's the significance of occupying this space with the SPD precinct?
Well, I mean, obviously, to be real, I'm a musician family, you know what I'm saying? And so I was, by the whole operation, I realized we need to come here, disrupt, create a space for us to be heard. And so I came here and played music to do that. As a result, for whatever reason, like the police left, and I think they thought we were gonna tear it down, but instead we're like, wow, thank you for this beautiful space we could occupy and create something special with. And so I think we're here. Yes, it's cool to be in front of the police precinct, but we're here for something so much more now. We're here for so much more.
Are you gonna be playing music tonight?
Not tonight. I'm here to kind of open up the space for some of my other people and people I haven't met yet because we played 7 out of the 8 nights and are ready for a nap. But I think we're gonna establish a Saturday night that's MLB and Friends night, and then find like open mic nights, youth night, traditionally marginalized community focus nights, and make sure that everybody, as wide as we can cast a 7-day umbrella, is gonna be heard and whatnot. I see the hearts going up. What's up? Hey Joe, you doing it big. You're 320 in here, dog. That's our Mill Creek gang, you know what I mean?
That doesn't include that Twitch stream though. That's
the Twitch going crazy. Oh, are we on there right now?
Oh, we on there.
Oh, what's up, Twitch? I see y'all doing the thing. I need y'all to do me a favor. Go to Instagram, go at Martial Law Band, follow them all. You did? Okay, going on.
In the comments.
I was wondering what happened because I woke up today and I had like 1,000 new followers. I was like,
I got you. Yeah. I'm gonna put the band name in the Instagram in the comments right now, y'all. But that's Marshall. That's my buddy from high school.
Love y'all.
Wild. I didn't even recognize him. It's been a good.
Hey, you're looking suave too.
Years,
I barely recognize you.
You gotta keep.
Hey, Joey used to have the tight jeans.
Okay. We're done. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Alright, his Instagram, I want y'all to check them out. They out here doing really good work. Just taking up space and putting out beautiful music. And that's gonna be Marshall La. Oops, 1 second, let me get my caps going. Marshall.
Show me.
What's up? La Band. Oof. Did that comment go through? There we go. There we go. Yeah, if you haven't already done so, go and follow Martial Law Band. They are holding it down for the artists, musicians, creators of all types out here at the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. We got Nikita Oliver out here. We got Ion holding it down for our elders. We got Marshall Massingale. That's so funny. I didn't even realize I knew that dude. I was out here jamming for like 2 hours last night to their music, playing it back this morning, posted on my social. I didn't even put it together that I think I went to middle school and high school with that kiddo. That's so funny. I told y'all I've been living in this community a long time. I'm getting old. Marla needs to be blocked. All right, great. And if anybody wants to do some sort of digital vigilante work and just let Marla show her whole ass, take a screenshot, find out where Marla works, let Marla's employer know Marla has something to say about Black Lives Matter. Marla might be singing to a slightly different tune. Racists are feeling hella emboldened right now because Trump is president. But, people still live in the PNW, and that ain't gonna fly over here, so at least it shouldn't. So one of the things I've been doing the past couple of weeks, when I have time, is just let the trolls be trolls. Trolls are gonna do what trolls do. And put their shit on blast. I mean, let their words speak for themselves, I know free speech is free speech, but that doesn't mean freedom from accountability. Oh, okay, I see. You're just gonna walk past me? All right, that's fine. How you doing? I know, I said hi to this one. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. First time out here?
To this little area, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna interview you, though.
You're gonna interview
Yeah,
me?
what do you think?
Man, it's beautiful. It's awesome, man. It's even better than I imagined. I like the little Black Lives Matter thing they're putting over there, too.
Little, that took up the whole street.
Oh, yeah, man, it's dope. For sure.
Thanks for coming out. What's your name? Where you from?
Victor from Kirkland.
Victor from Kirkland.
Yeah.
All right, Victor from Kirkland. Nice to see you guys. Bye, Travis. Everyone say bye to Travis. Yeah. He's so damn cute. I'll relay that feedback. Tell them to put a mask on. Well, not a whole lot popping off here. It looks like they're getting prepared for their night and a list of speakers or whatnot. again, it's just about sunset, I think, here in Seattle. If you haven't already come out, I encourage you to do so. I wonder if my friend here will talk about the letters. Hi, I saw you making a letter.
Yeah, I'm working on the T. I have to ask him if I can help paint the red in and figure out where I can go, and so...
Will you talk to the camera about it? Are you comfortable with that?
Sure.
Ah, yay, I gotcha. Woo! Okay.
Hey, yeah, I just was helping write in one of the letter T's for this whole project, which is really just fantastic to see Seattle do. This is a really gentrified city, and to see people come together and talk about like what's happening, what kind of community they want. It's really nice. People think it looks like a music festival, but really, on a Wednesday, Thursday, you let this spot have a community center and this park be a cool place to chill, and you wouldn't know what to do with yourself in Seattle. I mean, so be a part of this. You can have a whole say-so in this. You don't have to have the entire say-so because Black Lives Matter, but you can have a say-so.
Word. Appreciate you. Thank you. It's good to see you.
Yep.
Thank you for being out here. Oh, and Felipe's here. Oh my gosh, Felipe, what's up? Hi. And our friend Russell.
Hello.
Yo, Russell, I owe a big thank you to because earlier this week, my pipes flooded and my apartment was just a disaster. They had to remove the floors, and I reached out, did a call to the community to see if there was any cheaper discounted rates on hotels. And Russell, he works at a local high-rise condo. He's a concierge manager. And he got me their guest suite, and when I tell you, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever stayed in my life. It was just fantastic. So shout out to Russell, you're a real one, holding it down. So I think I'm going to get off the live stream. I see some friends out here that I want to kick it with. I haven't met up with in a little while. They're visiting from out of town. My girl Tatiana. But it's a really peaceful site here, y'all. There's lots of food, lots of people, lots of really cool, important conversations being had about how to get more involved and how to take this to the next step. So please, if you're able, come out and support. If you're not able to come out and support, consider donating. If you're not able to donate, consider sharing on social media. Consider, reaching out to your elected officials, tell them you support this space. There's a city council email. It's an all-up council email, so it reaches all of them. Let them know you stand in solidarity with the protesters, and you stand against Trump, and you want to demand that Jenny Durkin meet the demands of the organizers, activists, community members here on the ground, because that's really where the heart of the work is, right? Lip service is painting BLM on the sidewalk, but really coming to the table and saying, okay, we're gonna give you money, we're gonna invest in your communities. That's where the work is, among a list of other things. It's a multi-pronged approach, but words without action is just empty rhetoric. So I will leave it at that. Thank you all for tuning in. I will be back later if I'm needed. But for now, happy Thursday. Black Lives Matter. Peace, love, community. Talk to everybody soon. Bye.